tag. We should be. I guess we should be streaming in a hot second. Welcome everyone. Harry the Bigdog here with my co-host Ericka Bates.
Hello.
This is It's All Away Live. It's a four-part series, and this is the third session. Correct?
That's right.
You know I'm getting old.
If you don't tell anybody, no one would know.
I know. And they can tell by the hair. Let me give you a rundown of what we're doing today. We're talking about basic streaming setup. So, previously, we talked about the camera awareness, and that's being mindful of your backgrounds, your facial expressions, your attitude at the time, and a number of other things. If you didn't see that, go see the previous video, not the next one, because we didn't shoot it yet. Welcome everyone from the replay. If you're watching live or you're watching from the replay, put down in the comments who you are and where you are watching from. And thank you. So today we're going to be talking about the basic streaming setup. And we'll touch on four main things. And from that, you'll be able to stream anywhere. Now, I know some people, they go real crazy, right, Erica, with the backgrounds.
I love my backgrounds.
And some people make them natural. So they'll put all the furniture, they'll buy all the lights, different lights, and it's all pretty and lit up. I did everything plain just for this couple of sessions because I don't want everybody to think that you have to do that. You can still see me and you can still understand me, even though there's nothing but my wall behind me.
That's all I got.
So, the first thing I wanted to touch on with the basic streaming setup is your cell phone. Mostly everybody has one. I have a couple of them. And probably you too have a couple of cell phones. But this is the most basic. It has a good camera. Most of the people they use excuse me, they use the selfie, which is the front part of it. What did I call that the last time?
The facey cam.
Facey cam. So people use the facey cam, and that camera is not as good as the one in the back of your camera. So this one would be the best. So when you're streaming, it would be better to have it like that and go landscape mode. I don't know people who watch TV like this in their house. Most people watch TV just like that. Also, what I would recommend is kind of like this is a cell phone holder for a tripod, and what you basically do is put that in there and you hold that, get yourself a little tripod, and now you have something steady. Or if you're not at that stage yet, just go ahead and prop this phone against a book, something that you can sit it against. Just don't hold it and make people sick. I see people walking with their phone, taking it down the steps. So you get the every step. They're walking, they're spinning, and anybody who's watching, they're like,
Motion sickness.
so basic thing is your cell phone. I do recommend getting a cell phone holder and a tripod. You can find a tripod, at the thrift store. Just make sure they have the bottom piece where you actually connect this part of the device to, and then this connects to the tripod. So, enough of that. Any questions, Erica?
I was just gonna say that's a very important piece. You don't know how many times I've gotten one and it just doesn't work because I didn't have that piece.
Yes.
So be
So
sure to check before you buy
if
it.
you are at the thrift store or yard sale or wherever, and you could pick it up for $3, just make sure it has that piece. Most of the time, they're not interchangeable, but you can find some that fits similar. You may get a little wiggle and shake, but as long as you're not touching the camera or anything, then you should be good. Or you're not on the table. I had to take my camera off the table because my table shakes. So I got my camera, my webcam on a tripod. That's this one here.
What do you think about those tripods that follow you around wherever you go?
That's one of these cameras that I have.
You have
Where
all the new toys.
where is it? That nope, that's not it. I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's this one. This will follow and do follow everything automatically.
I think
So
that's so cool.
it
That Harry
is.
with the new.
Oh, microphones. Can you hear me now? Was the famous dude from the Verizon commercials. And it was for a purpose. We talked about this maybe in session one of this series about the sound. People can bear a bad video, but people do not like bad audio. If I'm talking like that, you don't
Wah
really
wah
hear
wah.
me, you're gonna leave. But if it's a bad blurry video, you'll probably stay as long as you can hear it.
Yeah.
And some people say video and audio is 50%. I think it's more of a 60-40, and audio's winning with that one. Because you have podcasts, audio
Hmm.
only podcasts, where you don't even see a picture, but you'll still be engaged and listen.
Hmm.
But again, if there's bad audio, then you won't. So and I can show you some of the microphones that we have. We're getting fancy here today. I have this old Blue Yeti phone that I used to play
That's
with
no
all the
phone.
time. I mean, microphone. It's a phone in it. I have this old Blue Yeti microphone, which I used to be. It used to be my main microphone, and I like the microphones out of my camera view. So I used to put this on a stand, on microphone stand, and talk through it. The bad thing is, I could hear the dog from across the street. If a car beeping, I could hear people upstairs, downstairs. So you got to weigh out your options. I'm
Just pick
testing
up
out.
everything.
I'm testing out other microphones. I have this Samsung Q2U. That's a mouthful. I have
QT.
AKG P170, which I'm going to be testing out, and I have MXL V250 that I'm going to be testing out soon. And these are microphones that I'm going to be starting my radio show, and I'm going to be using these microphones to do the radio show. And I want a better one. I have a stand where I could put right in front of me because it's going to be audio only, so it's going to be good.
Let me ask you
Questions?
some questions, Eric.
Huh?
What are you listening for when you're testing your microphones?
I'm listening for if my voice sounds good to the microphone.
Oh.
Now, without getting too technical, people have different octaves in their voice, so you have to match the microphone. I know some people just recommend this brand or that brand or this, but you really have to get a microphone that's to your voice.
I didn't know
Sometimes
that.
your voice is too bassy and you need a microphone with less bass. Sometimes your voice is too high and you want a little fullness, which is that bass. So you need to get a microphone that matches your voice. I've tested out quite a few microphones in my day, and this one here, it sounds good to you.
Yes.
The one that I'm using,
Yes.
and this is. Can I show this?
I'm gonna say, is
The,
it a secret?
this microphone here is an Audio Technica AT2020. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for about $20.
I was just complaining about Audio Technica,
You was
and here
just
you are
complaining
saying
about
it
them.
sounds good, and I could never get mine to work. It was always an endless echo. I hate it.
And then, you got to get the different, you got to understand what type of microphone are you getting, whether it's a USB, which most people know what a USB is, or XLR, and that's what I should have had that stuff ready. XLR is the more professional microphones setup, but you need audio interfaces with that. Maybe the Rodecaster or Focusrite box or something else to then plug into the computer, and that's just too much. So a basic USB microphone that matches your voice is good.
May I have one more question?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you implementing any software with your hardware with your microphones?
You can, but I don't,
Oh, okay.
because you may not have that same setup all the time.
Oh, so you change your setup sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, I
Change
didn't know that.
computers. Sometime I'll stream on different computers, whether it's a desktop or I'm on my laptop now, and you don't always have those drivers, the software that you need that does come with some microphones, and
Okay.
you don't have it all the time. So I like it as natural as possible, and it sounds as good as possible. But when I'm gonna be doing my radio show, I'm gonna have all the software set up. Your gates, your a little reverb, a little more bass to make my voice a little full. Got that low voice. I don't naturally have a low voice, so but yeah, it it's a lot to them, but just make it basic. Get yourself a
Understand.
USB, and that's it. That sounds good to your voice.
I learned something new today. Microphones. Pick the microphone that's suited for your voice.
Yes,
Nice.
yes. Next up, webcams and cameras. Now, if you are on a laptop, I should show this. I probably look horrible, and I hope I don't mess nothing up, but I'll show what my webcam from my computer looks like. Now you see I got darker. It's showing more. I have a picture up there of something, a record. I'm testing out some vinyl record frames. So I got a picture of that. And it doesn't look horrible with more lighting. It could be better. But if you can have something. Darren Moore said he loved this T-shirt. Yeah, thanks.
Me too.
If you can have a better webcam, like it doesn't have to be this expensive, but I have the Logitech Brio, which let me switch back to that. I just like the show and tell. This is the Logitech Brio. Now you see I didn't change any lights, anything. I'm more brighter. The background is more brighter, and it's just a better camera. You can stream in higher rates, your 1080p, your 4K. Most people have this camera here, which is the Logitech C920, and it's still good. It's a little bit darker. You see how dark I am and see how dark that. But again, with proper lighting, and most of the time, you can use the lighting that you have and just kind of focus it near you, just like you did earlier when we started this,
Mm-hmm.
and still have a good picture. But starting off with a good webcam the does the work, does the job. But if you only have your laptop webcam, then use it. Just, get a lamp or something and put near you, pretty much in front of your face, so the light from the lamp could hit your face, so the camera can brighten you up. Now, one of the things you may notice, if you sit in front of a window and the window's behind you, the camera's going to focus on what's brightest. So it makes you kind of like a silhouette, and focuses on the window. So be
Now, going to
mindful.
school for photography, my teacher told us that there's not a bad camera. There's only you. Either you know how to use it or you don't. And I always assumed that I did not know how to use my webcam. So all I did was just buy more lights. But now I know I should look into a webcam.
At least a decent one. You don't have to spend, you know, I you don't have to spend crazy money on all of that. And we talked about this a minute ago with some of the people who have them extravagantic backgrounds. It's all made up. You see them clear, but the background's a little blurry. That's your bokeh or bokeh. And that's with professional cameras. Some people spend, a minimum of, $700 to $800, a medium of 13 to 1500, and some people use high-end cameras. I know a lot of people. Tom Buck, he uses a Sony FX50. I mean FX3, Sony FX3, and that camera is almost $4,000. And
Cameras
then
are
you have to
expensive.
get the lens. The lens
Yeah.
could run you between a high hundreds to thousands.
Do those
So
cameras take CF cards?
uh, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It's a fantasy for me to get a Sony FX6 when
Oh,
I'm doing my documentary filming. So it's gonna be, yeah, and that thing is $7,000.
that
No
sounds about
lenses.
right.
That's just for the box. No lenses. No nothing. So after all said and done, you're up in the $10,000 to $12,000 range. Filming is an expensive habit. So
Yeah.
keep your webcams basic. Even I got this when I want to do wide ones. This camera here cost me maybe $17 off of Amazon. It's one of them cheapy webcams, but it works.
Oh,
I just don't have it set up, but it does work.
we got my hopes up because I have
Yeah.
this one here, and I've used it one time, and I thought I didn't know what I was doing, so I left it alone.
Yeah. It's basically with the lighting. Now I have another camera. This is the more professional camera here. This is a 28 $2,900 camera here. But do I really need it? I have this camera here, which is the follow one. It's a Osbot, one of the original ones, and it will follow you. I just don't remember how you do the hand gestures because I haven't messed with it in a long time. Oh, there it is. See, you see how it kind of focused on me,
Yep.
and if I move, it will move with me.
When I move, you move.
Yeah, just
Just
like
like
that.
that.
And then again, I got my Logitech C920 camera, which is not bad, but I can have it set up and show a few things if I want. Da-na, da-na.
You're gonna say, do the magic fingers.
And any questions on headphones? I mean, webcams. Ooh, I'm getting old. I told you.
Is Amazon your go-to place for webcams?
Amazon, Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist, wherever I can go. This Logitech Brio, it's a $200 camera, but I got it for maybe 120 or $100 because and this was on Facebook Marketplace because somebody bought another camera and they didn't want this anymore and they just was getting rid of it. I think they had it up there for a 135, 140, and my negotiation skills, which we talked about one Friday, I got them down to I think it was maybe a 120 or $100, and then I went and got it, and it's been working ever since. It didn't come in no box and no nothing, no instructions. It just came with the camera and the wire, the USB cord, and that was it.
Okay. So
And it
Facebook
works.
Marketplace is a place to look out for
Yeah.
camera goods.
That's my first thing I check because a lot of times people are getting rid of just stuff they may have barely used, or if it's a good product, it's still good, and you're getting it for half or a quarter of the price of buying brand new.
Yeah.
Cannot beat that, especially when you're starting out and you need to, cut corners and save money. I'm not gonna go buy that $12,000, even this camera right here, $2,800. I'm not gonna go buy that just to start and maybe think about getting into this. I'd
Yeah.
rather buy one of the $17 webcams just to test it all out and see if this is really what I want to do. Any other questions?
I don't have any.
In the audience, if you do have questions, even if you're watching a replay, just type them in. We will answer it.
I do have a suggestion.
Yes.
Would you consider doing a show on all of your tech gear using Facebook Marketplace? Because I think that would be a really good show.
Yes. I would
Hooray!
consider that.
Well, thank you.
So let's move on to headphones. I know I said headphones before, but now we're really going to get to it. Headphones comes in different flavors. Let me go to this camera here and and show off a few. Move over, microphone. Some headphones are more expensive. They go over your head. You see, I got my afro, so I don't like to put anything. This is a Bluetooth headphone, so you don't need any wires. You just need to have it charged. And the ones, the headphones that I pretty much like best is the ones I'm wearing. And a lot of people don't even see that I'm wearing headphones. And it's these little earbud things here. And I think I could get a little closer and show these little earbud things here. I got them wrapped in my ear, and I have a longer cable, a long a, a longer cable so I can actually this is the end. I got it going through my back so you don't see any wires coming here. And
Daisy
it
chain.
looks a lot cleaner. And I got the extension. And you're talking these headphones may have cost me $13 and a few dollars for the extension and it's cleaner. Now, minus the headphones, we tested it already. If you listen to some of the previous sessions where I didn't have these in yet, and you can hear an echo either from me or Erica,
Mostly me.
mostly her. I didn't want to say that. I don't want to put you on blast.
I don't think it was me. I thought it was just because you didn't have your headphones or
Yeah,
buds. Because
but
mine's plugged in.
yeah, but the headphones work because you get to eliminate that echo we talked about and we actually heard on some of the previous sessions. If you look at the podcast people, everybody has the big headphones on and a big microphone in front of them. It's for a purpose because they don't want to hear they don't want to hear the feedback from the other person talking, and that's what that echo is. You probably have some space behind you, and
I
what
do.
the sound does comes out of your speakers and then comes back into the microphone. That's the echo.
Okay.
Or if you have your speakers and you're using a the webcam from your laptop, the speakers are pretty much right in front of the microphone, and it just flows up and it gets that loop, and that's what that echo is.
Oh. So it was all me. So I have my microphone, but I have my earbuds plugged into it and wrapped around it because I don't like them in my ear. So I thought that would help. And I can never tell if my crisp is working.
And again, I don't like using all them other softwares because it's and you touched on crisp. I don't like using those softwares because it takes away from your voice. Sometimes they
Oh.
work too well in eliminating. Crisp is a program that eliminates background sound,
Hmm.
but sometimes it does it too good. Me, I pause a lot when I'm talking, so and then when I start talking, that crisp doesn't cut on immediately when I start talking. It'll catch half of the first word that I said and then go.
Well,
Or
they've had a
if
few
I'm
updates since then. So now it's supposed to be only tuned to my voice. I read a little script and it says it's got my voice.
okay.
So, but it
So
could be something else
maybe
that
they
I'm
are
not getting.
better. I just don't like anything. I don't know if I had this conversation with you, but everything you add in between something is a potential failure point.
Mm. Well, like
So
I said,
if
I never know when it's working. Sometimes it'll pop up and says it's on, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it
yeah,
today.
so now if I got this USB microphone, it's plugged directly into the computer. That's only one point of failure. If the microphone goes, or maybe two if the USB port stops working. But now, if I get one of the better phone ear microphones with the XLR, so now you got the microphone itself, you got the XLR cable, you have the interface that it's going to, and then plugs into the computer. So you quadrupled the failure points with the wire, the interface, and the computer. So that is my spiel on headphones and why I like using these. Any questions? Any questions from anyone?
I think I might need a session with you afterwards to make sure my mic is set up right now, along with my earbuds.
No problem. No problem. We will do that. Did you like the camera setups that I had?
Yes, I was more interested in your switcher, but yeah, I like him.
My switcher. Let me. Did I show that, or can I show that? Oh, let me take that back off. Oh, now I don't want to go off. But I'm not able to zoom. This is called a YOLO Box Ultra. Look it up. That's my switcher. That's my live streamer. It's my audio interface. It's my everything. Right now, it's being used as a multi webcam. I got I got this wire going directly into my computer, and I'm working this so I can switch screens. Close up. And I can switch from the different cameras. I can add in video, I can add in pictures, I can put in, if I wanted to display a lower third, I could put that in minus the one that I already have in that one. This is the actual software. So we got a little sophisticated today. All other sessions are pretty much, just us talking and showing a few things. But I really wanted to touch on the different types of gear. And no, I didn't buy this yesterday. This is built over a lot of time. At least going back to 2017. I had my Blue Yeti microphone. Let me get a close up on that. I had my Blue Yeti for at least three or 4 years before I bought the other microphone, which is this one. And I liked it because it was lighter and I can carry it. Now it is on a stand. You see, well, you don't see the stand, and I'm not able to move stuff, but it didn't happen overnight. So, in saying that, work with what you have. And that's it. That's all I got.
Now I'm wondering how much of that stuff can I get off Facebook Marketplace?
Oh, it's there. Believe me, somebody is getting rid of something. I have alerts on. I still have alerts on stuff. Webcams, because at the right price, I'm gonna get it. Let another Logitech Brio come on there for $60 or $80. I'm getting it because it's a $200 webcam.
I'm wondering if I can get that yellow box on Facebook Marketplace.
Not the Ultra. It just came out. What are we? As we're filming this, it's. Did I say filming? Live streaming this. It's February of 2024. This only came out in, I think, December of 2024. I mean, 2023. Because we didn't get to December 2024. I told you I'm getting old.
Good thing I'm not.
That's going back to the last session. Be comfortable with you. I already know I trip over words, I mess them up, everything. But you can correct yourself and make a joke out of it, and people relate to that. Be
Yeah.
you.
I often tell people that English is hard.
Yeah, it's really is. Oh man. So, any questions? If anybody has any questions out there, and all the 3 billion people that's watching this video,
Sweet.
just put them in the comments. Whether you're watching from LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, just put them in the comments and we'll see them.
I
All
still
right.
got to know if you're going to do a show on using Facebook Marketplace to help you live stream. Please do. I mean, I need to know how to set up alerts. I need to know what to look for, and if you can make me a curated list, also, yes, please. And if I need to sign up for it with the
We'll
fee,
do a
let me
special.
know.
We'll do a special.
Ooh, okay.
It'll be a longer video because we're actually showing step by step, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, because I already
Give
want
away
to
a little
know.
secret that I've been using and save some people some money.
Yeah. Like if you want to even make a course of all the places you find your gear to Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, or wherever else, the thrift stores.
The thrift stores. I frequent the thrift store. I'm a frequent thrifter. Yard sailor when they come, estate sales. You just
Ooh,
find so much stuff you don't know you want yet.
I believe it.
Anything else? What do we have next week? I'll tell you what we got.
Okay.
We got a special guest next week. And
Is it a surprise or can you tell me?
it it it's it's a tentative and I have to confirm. It's a definite yes, but I just make sure I have to confirm and then I'll announce it on the next right before the next show session.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
But it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
It always
And
is.
and he's going to explain, all the background and all the prettiness and because he has all of that stuff. So I'm giving some of it away.
Is he an interior decorator?
Ah, no. But you couldn't tell if he wasn't with all the lighting and everything. Professional live stream setups.
Okay. Could use some of that.
Until next time, we'll see you then.
Bye bye.